Hey everybody, welcome in. We are live coming to you from Jackson Hole, Wyoming, and I'm here at ARK with Everard, and we also have Space Miner joining us, but he just dropped out. Hopefully he'll be back here shortly, and we might also possibly be joined by Barry. So we are going to look at some osmium and set some osmium in silver today and show you guys the process of what we found out so far working with it. And yeah, stay tuned. Chew, good to see you. B. Taylor, welcome in. 888 the Great, thanks for being here. So yeah, we're gonna just kind of walk through the steps here. Let's say hello to Ian.
Hey everybody.
Hello, hello. So what we got on the table here is some vials with osmium in it. These are the vials that are holding the different pieces of osmium. And this is what I'm going to be setting in today will be this cylinder of silver with the bullets ready to be set with osmium. So that's what I'm going to be setting today. And here we have Space Miner rejoining. Let's bring him up.
All right. What's up, y'all?
Welcome back, Space Miner.
I'm trying. It's a wind event down here.
Okay. Well, you look good. I like your setup you got there. Looks like you got some vapor deposition pieces right there on the back. Those are pretty sweet looking. And yeah, before we get started setting pieces here, what you wanna say anything before we jump in, Space Miner? Did you get some new unique metals yourself you want to show us, or anything you want to
say? You know, I've been kind of doing it for a while, anyways, but now I've moved my focus into tantalum, niobium, gallium, and indium. Just as an example, can you hear me all right?
Yeah. Oh, I forgot to bring my jeweler thingy. Yeah. Well, do you have any examples right handy?
Yeah. Let's see here. Here is. Here's 100 grams of indium right here. This is also 100 grams of indium, believe it or not. Or wait, what is this one? Wait, hold on. I can't read it anymore. I think no, this is 100 grams right here, and this is 100 grams.
Okay.
Kind of weird, huh?
Yeah, that one in the vial looks really shiny and clean, at least anyway.
Can you see those cut lines?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, and that's the indium.
Okay.
And indium is super valuable, super important to like everything electronic. And it's got some neat stuff. It's ultra soft.
Oh wow, you're bending. You're bending that with your fingers. Wow, look at that.
So I mean, it's the softest of our metal elements, and it's used in everything from like solders to gaskets to electronics to indium gallium mixtures and gallistan, and like you know you throw some tin in there and it becomes gallistan. But yeah, they're moving into working with it in the quantum field too, because it can reach ultra cold temperatures. It's super stable metal, easy to recycle, easy to recover from most things. Some things it becomes permanent, like a brand new. It as an alloy, it becomes like the gallium indium. Man, good luck ever separating those. You know, it's pretty terrible. But so yeah, that's a fun one. What do we got here? Here's some niobium. Let me see if I can get that close. Boop, there we go. So here's some niobium, and these are like maybe 1 gram pellets. I haven't opened the jars or anything.
Okay.
But let's see. Density is 8.57 gram cubic centimeter. Niobium and tantalum. Originally, they thought it was just niobium for the longest while, and then they discovered that there was another metal mixed in with it, tantalum, and tantalum is chemically it's almost exactly the same as niobium, so it makes it ultra hard for them to separate the two. You know, it's very difficult to separate, and tantalum being like even more rare than niobium. Yeah, so like for every 1 ounce of gold, or for every 1 ounce of niobium, you're probably somewhere between 3 and 5 ounces of gold produced. So for every ounce of this produced, they probably produce somewhere between 3 and 5, 3 and 7 ounces of gold, probably between 3 and 5 ounces of gold. So,
okay, cool. Well, looks like we got somebody else joining us here. Let me bring Barry up on the panel.
woo woo, Barry.
Barry,
Hey guys,
how's it going? How you doing?
not bad.
Good, good. We've got, let me get this loose here a bit. We got Ian with me here, and I'm right
Hey, Barry.
here. Hello, hello. So
Ian.
we are talking precious metals and osmium, and we're going to set some osmium in silver here is the idea today. We were just being shown a couple new unique metals that I didn't know anything about by Space Miner. And so you showed us tantalum, and what else did you show us?
Here's the tantalum. Here's tantalum.
Okay. Oh, there's tantalum. Pellets.
Yeah.
Okay. And so
Yeah, so these are like cut rod, you know, so they'll tantalum's used for a lot of alloys, for its high melting point, somewhere around like, I don't know, maybe, I can't even remember. It's like 3,000 degrees Celsius. I'm trying to remember what that is in Fahrenheit. But, and so they'll use these for like crucibles. They'll use these in alloys for like high temperature metals for like jet engines and stuff like that, you know? And it's even more rare than the niobium, which is even more rare than gold. And this is the stuff they get from the niobium.
okay.
Yep, right here. And so they'll use it for like everything from like nuclear industry to jets to a lot of medical work too, because like when you get pins and rods and new knees and stuff, this is one of the metals they'll mix in with like titanium and stuff.
Oh, okay.
Because it's super safe in the skin, and it, like I can handle this all day. I could eat it if I wanted, you know. And so it's like medically inert and corrosion resistant and everything. And so this is about right over 100 grams right here. It's pretty dense stuff.
What's the value on that in your hand, roughly?
Of this,
Yeah.
probably around 130 to 150 on the current market.
Cool.
So, yeah, like maybe like 15 to 20 bucks for one of these.
I see. Okay.
Yep.
So, yeah. So time is running by here today. So we better get on our main project here. And unless you wanted to show something else right quick, we'll jump into setting some osmium there.
No, I got gallium too, but
Okay. Well, we've
but you know gallium.
yeah, I know gallium. I've showed that on my channel before. We'll do a live later and we'll talk metallurgy and get into these metals a little bit more. But let's switch over and focus a little bit on our silver and osmium. What do you say?
Let's do that.
All right, cool. So the idea here today is to take our silver cylinder here, and this is the cylinder itself minus these bullets is 3 ounces. So we've got a 3 ounce cylinder, it says right there, and then we have 3 ounces worth of bullets when it's fully loaded. So you have 6 ounces here of silver total. And what we're going to do is mount some osmium in the end of these bullets. Let me zoom in here a minute so I can show you. So
Yeah, let's get the big screen. Get you on the big screen, buddy.
okay. So
Yeah, there we go.
normally these bullets come just like this, and they're a ½ ounce each. AG 47 and 3/9's fine, and boy do they fit nicely into the cylinder. The machining on this is very well done. So as you can see, you have air pocket resistance there and a very tight machining. So yeah, let's try to set some osmium here. I have not yet set any osmium, so I'm gonna turn it over to Ian here and see if I can get some video footage of him setting in some osmium so I can get an idea of what I need to strive to achieve myself. So hold on 1 second and I will get my camera over here on Ian. Let me zoom out. Sorry guys, bear with me.
Hi, Ian. Nice watch, bro.
No doubt, right? All right. So take it away, Ian. We've got this is what you're looking like there. Let me bring you up on screen. Yeah, okay. You're the one that's up there. You got full screen right now.
So we have the world's first batch of osmium ready ½ ounce bullets that have been specially machined. Let me bring that right up to the camera.
Yeah, let me zoom in here for you. Give me 1 second.
So we can see the difference.
Yeah, there we go. There you go, right there. Hold it, and I'll zoom in on you. There,
Dude, I'm so excited.
yeah. So this is my first collaboration with these two. We've got Ian Everard already has put out these cylinders with the bullets in them. Very, very well done. So you can purchase these as is. With just the silver if you would like. And I have 1 cylinder myself. It's a great product, very enjoyable, very well done, very well machined. But I have decided to go ahead and set these. What I thought it was missing was a primer. I mean, it's so well done, so realistic looking. But if we can set a primer,
so let's do a trial run
into it, I think we're really getting somewhere.
So we are going to try with a sparkle free. I don't know if you can read that.
Okay, I'll get it. So so this is the tube that it comes in. Come on, camera. Anyway, yep, this is D3 and it is 0.054 grams and a sparkle grade 3. So let's go ahead and
let's do a trial run.
see what
it's good to check
like here.
fit. So these are cut by the Osmium Institute in Germany to 3mm diameter to a very close tolerance. And the machining in the Osmium bullets is 1/8 of an inch, which any of you guys out there who are fluent in metric and imperial, 1/8 of an inch, I think, is about 20. I think it's less than 20. I think it's about 10,000th more than 3mm, and that seems to fit nice.
Oh, that fits in there beautifully.
I'll let you get that nearer the camera.
Yep.
Oh my goodness! Let's see it. Let's see it.
Yeah.
Don't get too excited and throw the bullet, man.
One.
Trying to focus.
Oh, I can already see the blue. I can already see the light changing. I can't wait for it to sharp up. Put your hand behind it.
Block behind it.
Oh,
nearly.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, and then just back out. It'll focus on your hand, and then once it's focused on your hand, then you pull it in.
Well, we can see it.
I'm fully convinced this is the most difficult metal in the world to film.
There we go.
Oh, come on. So close.
Yeah, I don't know if the
you got this.
But
anyway,
do you want me to hold it and you move the camera?
Yeah, I'll get it focused in later. Anyway, it's looking quite beautiful, very perfect, very professionally set in there looking. I think that's
a nice fit.
That's a match. Yeah, I bet if we set it in there, I can get a good focus on it. I'm going to switch plugs here for a minute.
It might have been partly your zoom.
Oh, it's probably partly is. Partly the zoom and partly me
Let's try that
navigating it.
With the black background.
Yeah, I can see the foam clearly right there.
Oh, it's not tight in there. There it is, a little bit.
Ooh.
Yeah, there you go. Anyway, I'll work on getting the camera zoom of late. So let's go ahead right there. I'm going to move my camera over and try to get it.
Do you want to take the camera off your stand and just try a manual?
No, it'll be worse. So
yeah, zoom out all the way, B, and then just hold the camera close.
Yeah, all right. I'm not going to worry about getting the picture zoom proper right now. Let's go ahead and see if we can get it glued and walk through the process of getting it glued in there, and then I'll.
Yeah, we can see it from there. That action. Oh man, look at that! How well that sat in there.
How well it was fit, right?
That's the 3mm diameter osmium and the 1/8 inch recess. Precision engineered by the incredible Ryan Davis in Illinois.
All right.
So usually I had developed to using a syringe, but I forgot the syringe today. So this was the old technique. Well, let's get the osmium the right way up. And my sticky, here we go. And my sticky pen is out sticky. So we're going to go manual. You definitely You definitely want this one B, because this is, the beauty of this is you can dissolve this in acetone to release it.
Okay, so he's dipping.
Nope, dropping. Do not do this on carpet.
Maybe one person should do the gluing and one the setting. I don't know which will be better. But
this is why, yeah.
How about I do this, drop it in there, and you do the glue? Unless you think you got it here. Oh, you're gonna try to dap it on the piece. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's brave.
He's going for putting the glue on the piece. That is very.
It's not a bad technique.
Well,
as long as he got enough on there.
Yeah, the syringe works very well. Go on, drop.
Better not enough than too much, though. You don't ever want to flood those edges, and that's the real risk.
Although you can clean it up with acetone and a toothpick. There we go.
Yes, you can. Oh, look at that. Did you?
Okay.
Yeah.
That should have come with a sound effect, I swear.
Yeah, that will clean up with acetone. There we go.
All right.
But I found a syringe, if you snap the end off, you can get a droplet of glue to come out the end of the syringe and you can drip it into the middle of the recess. That's my preferred technique. In fact, that's how this was assembled.
Oh, there we go. There we go.
So this is how we put these, and you use a syringe on these, you were saying.
And drop the glue into the bottom of the recess.
And that is a
That is fantastic, Ian.
Beautiful piece.
You really led the way with that. You know that and the dice. I mean, that was a heck of a product.
Yeah, this is a gorgeous piece. Great idea.
Do you want a bit more light on that?
Oh, I think we're good. We might get some on this. Let me zoom in on this piece.
Wow, look at that. Even that little bit, those little bits of movement just make it dance.
Yep.
Look at that thing go.
There you go. Oh, see, now that
I'm so proud of you guys making this happen. You know, this was a great idea.
Dude, that makes this bullet look like the real deal. I mean, this is what I was hoping for, and it looks good. It's just like
it really hit the mark.
It did, and it looks
natural.
Set in there flush. Yep.
It's just so natural in there. It meant to be. It was meant to be there the whole time.
Indeed, indeed. Oh, we got.
Wow. So what's the value on that one?
Yeah, let me have it.
That was a 0.057 gram. So I think these are in around the $113, $120 range.
Yeah, that's basically right flush.
Yeah, catching that flush is hard because those crystal edges kind of walk up and down, you know?
Yeah. Ryan put there's a tiny chamfer from that recess as well. And that's
oh no, so it rolls it.
Yeah, there is a chamfer. Yeah.
Yeah. And for you guys listening, when that happens, what's happening to that little disc is every time it hooks that little chamfer, it wants to roll a little bit. And so in that wet glue, that's dangerous.
He perfected the machining on the dominoes. And so we just kept that dialed in the same setting to the same chamfer, same depth.
Jeez. It looks like it's like water, like you know how you see the ocean from a distance when you're coming up to that nice blue water and it's just kind of like glistening and sparkling in the sun. Look at that go.
In the evening sunlight on water. That's what it reminds me of.
Yes. Wow.
Might have to take it out in the sunlight here in a bit, but
it's almost like there's a cityscape in the water too, you know?
I love the aspect of light shining on the back of the bullet. How you really hit the ground. That's really makes the thing stand.
Put it in this one.
Okay. Let's put this, set it in here and see what we get for.
Are you going to do another one in this view? Oh, look at that. Oh! That's too much. Oh my word! I want a full barrel. I want the whole cylinder, man.
Yeah, and
oh my word!
I'm just thinking you could do a sparkle grade set on this as well. Do a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That'd be kind of cool. If you had 6.
Do you think you could set one under this view? With this view?
Possibly, maybe. I might could try one, yeah. What do you think? Should we go for one? I'm just looking at
or at least just do like a dry run so everybody can see what it is you just did.
We can just one in, yeah. Want another Osmium bullet.
Okay,
yeah, because that worked really well. Yeah, there we go. Whoop. Oh, I love the way those drop.
Now, do you want to keep these identified? So that
is
the one on the right.
Okay, this one is glued in there.
Yeah. Just don't change the cylinder, huh?
All right, yeah, we gotta label those before we get too carried away.
Okay, that came out the right way.
And of course, we need a jewelry picker. If I would have been thinking straight, I would have brought a jewelry picker, and those would work perfectly for dropping these in. But so I have it here in the tweezer.
Yeah, you just got to time that drop, don't you?
Boom.
Boom. There it is.
There it is.
So it's a lot easier getting the glue drop in the bottom of the recess. That's the way I worked out building the domino set.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Get like you were saying, get that syringe with.
It was a 38-cent syringe from the local pharmacy.
There you go.
Yeah. So.
Yep, get a little syringe and break. Ian said he broke the tip off so that it's
snap the tip so the droplet of glue came out the end, not the side. That way you could get a clean drop in the bottom of the recess because you're working in that 1/8 diameter, and you don't want to get it on the sides. Otherwise, you're making yourself work. But it does clean up. I have, when I built the first dice set, with a toothpick and some acetone, it's very easy to clean off excess glue, but it's easier to not get it on in the first place.
Right.
Wow, I'm catching that from way over here.
Isn't that cool? Woo, look at that.
That is.
You need that on the
Oh my word.
Yeah, when we get with 6 of those in there, wow, and just get a slow spin on there.
You need to get a row of those on the edge of your turntable.
For sure.
On those little timing marks.
That would make, you could put triangles around the edge of your turntable.
Right.
Too bad I can't put it in the middle of the turntable.
Yeah, I might have to do that.
Like right on that peg.
Yeah, so that's all that it takes, guys. It's just, so much is going to be in the
blank next to the
application and the setting. What, getting like this guy that Ian is working. Who was he again? That
Ryan Davis, incredible, highly skilled machinist.
And that's what it's gonna. That's a big part of it, is getting your piece ready for it. So obviously over
here, guys, you want flat bottoms. If you could keep your bottom corners at a 90-degree angle, that's for the best. You don't want it so deep that it shadows your osmium, but you want it deep enough that it covers it.
We set the depth to cope with a sparkle 4 with the sort of average maximum height of the crystallization, and it's working pretty well so far. I'm impressed at chamfer because that is machined round. He has a tiny little cutter that runs round to do that chamfer. So the accuracy, the jig he has to set up for these is, he must be working to a few thousandths of an inch.
Right? Yeah, that's tedious stuff
So is that camera picking up that chamfer there?
Yes, I can barely see it.
Yeah. And that's what we wanted. So we wanted the sort of feel, the base plane of the osmium to come in pretty close to the bottom of that chamfer.
Get a little room for glue and a little room for movement and setting properly, and that's all you need.
Yeah, and then for the glue, you know, like your glue, you don't want to do too much glue because then it'll flood over the edges of your piece because it's so dense. It'll just sink to the bottom of your glue, really.
Yeah, I found it with a second size syringe up, that would create the perfect drop, and you soon get used to, you know, because you can pull back on the handle to reduce the size of the droplet.
Okay. Another thing I was doing to mitigate it was refrigerating my glue and slowing my glue down.
Yeah,
you know,
this is a cyanoacrylate. So in the syringe, you've got, I found you had about 10 to 15 minutes before you were, you know, maybe actually a fair bit longer before the glue, because you in the syringe, you're keeping it away from air, so you're keeping it away from the moisture, so there's no little to no curing going on. So I found the syringe lasted about half an hour at least. So
wow.
What I found is don't fill the syringe up too much, but this is $10 for 3 tubes of 50 grams. So I used less than $3 of glue to build the $28,000
right? Yeah.
So it's not an issue on a.
Yeah, that could probably set the rest of the osmium that will be produced.
Yeah, it will set a few $100,000 worth of osmium.
Right.
And I found.
And the syringe really is brilliant.
Yeah, and they're 38 cents. So you mess around till you get it working right, and if it starts playing up, throw it away and just pull a bit more glue into a new syringe.
Okay. Good tools make good products.
I tested it out structurally. I had a pair of hiking boots where the rubber sole was coming off at the toe, off the leather. I glued it up with this last May. I used those boots most days, still held together. So structurally, this is the business, this stuff.
Nice. Cool. All right. Well, that is the idea. Space Miner, did you have a piece that you wanted to demonstrate how you've managed to set some pieces, or you feeling so bold as to try that?
I don't know, man, because the next one I'm setting is that little beauty in the back, and
one of your vapor depositions.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's
and I'm a little bit nervous about that, and so like something like this could take me maybe 30 minutes to an hour of just like sitting listening to music before that one moment comes, and then I got to act. I thought you were pretty brave setting one online today, man. I thought that was impressive.
It was.
But I did bring a piece out in case, man, I really kind of wanted to try my hand, but.
What glue are you using?
I use. Let me grab it. GS Hypo Cement.
Okay.
And it's $6.49 the last I grabbed it.
And what were you using, Barry? I know you've assembled some pieces.
And it's got that little syringe tip just like yours, but I don't have reverse control, so I always had flooding issues. You know, like I had to like time my drop, like I'd have to like wipe, set. You know,
you could load a syringe from that, couldn't you?
Yeah, you have. It would be a great way to load the syringe and keep it real clean.
Yeah,
you know.
What glue were you using, Barry?
So I, as refined as you guys are, I was using a 2-part epoxy.
Okay.
And then I was just taking a tip of like a toothpick and just driving it in there, and then putting it. But my pieces are not as small either. And I do have a new glue that's actually pretty cool. It comes with a very, very long, very skinny like almost like a string tip.
Yeah.
So you could just barely tip the end of glue, and then if you just want to cut the end later, you might be able to save it for later. I haven't experimented with that much yet, but I don't have the experience that you guys have doing it. But what I've done has been pretty good.
Yeah,
that's cool.
No issues with the 2-part epoxy bonding, or did you have to clean the
You have to work quickly, yeah, but it's not such a fast setter that you have to, you have only seconds. You got minutes to do it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've not had that issue.
I guess that's non-reversible.
I haven't really tried to reverse it. I mean, I have got it up on the edge, and then what you have to go is you got to get a little bit of microscope and get a little bit of a thing and just scrape off the glue, pop it off, which it does on the pops off the osmium, and if you're patient and careful with it.
So what I like about this, when I was building the very first dice to take to the Osmium Institute for their symposium last year, I put one in upside down. It had crystallization on the back, and I was tired, and I dropped it in, and I was halfway through, and I thought, oh my gosh, if I damage the silver getting it out, now I've got to get all of the other pieces out and then put them all in, But
I have one piece of the equipment that's pretty nice. My dad was an ophthalmologist, and he passed, but he had one of his former. I don't know if I can show it or not if you're interested, but it works under microscope and makes everything much easier to see.
Okay. So I guess that's what a lot of goldsmiths do when they're doing fine work.
My room is a bit of a mess here, but no one seems to care. So let me just get the settings off here. Virtual background off. Here it is. So if you'll see, here's my setup, and this is the piece of equipment that I have. The light shines down, and you can look through the scope while you're working on it. And there's these paper plates and whatnot to work. So
cool. That looks like a nice setup, yeah.
But anyway, you guys are more advanced than I am, so.
Not really, buddy. That looks pretty techy.
No, not really. Yes, that's good to see what everybody's doing, because we're all kind of groundbreaking here. So yeah, very cool.
Usually work, the work in those kind of tight spaces, be able to see what you're doing very finely, and then just how you use your hand. If you ever do kind of surgery or stuff, you always want to brace your hand against something, so you always have a place to put in your hand, and then you rotate off your hand. That way you have less movement.
Right.
You want to be dangling a something
over
his hand, so you always try to brace the hand against something and then come down very slowly. And if you have proper magnification, you can very clearly see what you're doing. So I'm kind of like Space Miner. I probably take too long to do stuff.
Yeah, I get shaky, dude.
I don't have a great dexterity in my hands either. So anyway, that was my point of view.
Yeah. All right, cool. Well, I do have scrolling. So yeah, I think we're going to be doing a auction after this. So stay tuned. We'll head back downstairs. We're in Ian's shop here in Jackson Hole, Wyoming, and we'll do a little auction after this. If anybody's looking for some silver or osmium or what have you. Soon we're going to be. In fact, we already have a good connection on pure copper, and soon to be pure nickel.
Nickel, yeah.
We just have not broken into that yet, but that's coming soon. So some new options being brought to the table. And so what did we want to go over anything else here with the osmium silver setting before we wrap it up here?
Dude, I am stoked about what you guys did.
Oh,
that was a brilliant. It belonged there. Like I think the guys who have the bullets already are going to be a little bit envious. We need to get that word out. Because that's crazy impressive, bro.
Cool.
So thanks to Space Miner, I now have a piece of rhenium bar that is polished in the center. And I just thought setting up, I wonder what osmium looks like on top of that. And I was actually surprised. I don't know what the camera is going to get.
I'll get it. I'll get it. Give me a second. We'll get some zoomage going here. Ooh, yeah. Okay, so yeah, and like he's saying on the background,
On the mirror finished of the rhenium, it actually accentuates the osmium. I thought it would sort of drown out. Is your camera going to get that to work?
yeah, I don't know if we're gonna get the background. It wants to slip off there, but yeah,
you can see it when that light hits it.
The mirror finish on the background, like he was saying, you would get.
It would pick up the ambient colors in the room, but the osmium would carry on being the osmium colors. So you'd get like a variable background. So okay, the camera just cannot capture it. So I think I'm going to experiment mounting some osmium on a smaller piece of polished rhenium as like a background, as a frame.
Yeah, I wish, that guy that was doing the polishing really, really, really wanted to finish it, but it was so much more difficult to polish than he ever imagined. He was just shocked at what he was holding. Like, he brought his buddy over to come take a look at it and got to talk to him about the metal for a little while. But it was, it's not like anything these guys normally deal with. It is just an incredible freaking metal. And it's no wonder it's used in freaking every high temperature and high corrosion environment ever. It
looks like it's floating, doesn't it? There.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, look at that.
The camera just can't pick it up, Space Miner. It is, to the naked eye, it looks like it's just floating on the reflection.
And that rhenium is just dark enough for it too,
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. A darker shade of silver.
Gorgeous.
So I will definitely be experimenting with more rhenium and osmium.
Yeah. All right. Well, very cool. Yeah. So that should give a brief idea of setting osmium with silver.
Yeah.
Not a lot needed. Just it's all about, I suppose, the preparation for it, the cutout for it, just getting a good glue, and what else? I think that jewelry tool is also a great tool to have, like in this type of a process. Probably getting a syringe, like they were talking, getting that jewelry picker, maybe a toothpick, and kind of getting your prep ready, and having all the proper tools will probably go quite a ways in helping you out there.
That's a pretty amazing looking piece, Space Miner.
So
see if I can ever get that color to show.
Oh, it's
showing. Let me move this. I just glued it. I got to be a little bit careful, but let's see.
So you just glued that piece?
Just now.
Dude, that looks awesome.
Let me see if I can. I wish I could adjust my picture quality right now. I don't know how I would do that.
That looks good right there.
The camera looks pretty good.
All right, 3D Woodworks, appreciate you. Thanks for stopping in. B Taylor, appreciate you. 888. Yeah, stay tuned, guys. We're gonna go pull out some metals here and get some good deals. So stay tuned if you're interested in that. We just wanted to give a brief overview of what we're doing here. So if anybody comes up with any great ideas themselves, now you have something to give you an idea how to go about it.
We do. Battle. Got to let that sit for a while now.
All right, cool. All right. Well, does anybody else have anything they want to add before we wrap it up here?
Man, I can't wait for you to fill up a cylinder of those.
I know,
You
right?
know,
I will. I'll probably go home and get set up all properly and get my tools together, and maybe we'll set a couple more. But I needed expertise to help me along and get the pieces ready myself. So,
you guys did a great job. It was so swift.
why, thank you. Barry, do you have any information you'd like to drop out anywhere you can send people to see some of your product or anything?
My product, I have a website, zarete.com. It's pretty basic right now. What I've been focusing on is just making pieces that are affordable for people who don't have a lot of money.
Sure.
Just that people who just want to enter this area and have something nice that they can wear. So I have simple pieces of earrings and nose rings right now. And I've got plans for other things, but I've been pretty busy trying to keep up with other things too. So
Sure, yeah, and that's a lot of what I'm doing here and we're doing here and Space Miner is doing is, like he's got such a cool new unique piece. And what's cool about this is, you're getting two metals, both investment grade. And when you're dealing with something like crystallized osmium here, and it's that small of a product and that valuable, it's nice to have it set. And if it's set in a beautiful manner in another precious metal, it gives you a way to carry it and to hold it and to show it. And so that's kind of the idea behind this cylinder piece here is that you're getting a beautiful piece of silver, great machining work done on it, and the osmium being set in there gives it the ability to set this on your shelf and show it off.
And the amazing thing, it's a very highly unique piece. How many people are going to have something like this?
Right.
Very few. And the other thing, I don't know if you've seen the osmium prices lately, but they just continue to go up. So you're not going to have something that can devalue over time.
Well said.
Well said, indeed. Indeed. So yeah, so this gives you a container, a way to hold it in place, to show it off, and you've got all the value there. And so that's kind of the idea behind this great showpiece and a great way to stack precious metal and carry your weight and not have to worry about losing it or anything like that. So
No, it's a great dual investment. It's kind of like a little mini portfolio,
right. All right, guys.
In case you ever need it.
Exactly right. Okay, hey, OC Stacker, welcome in. Good to see you. We just set a little bit of osmium in some silver, and we're gonna run some coins here in a minute in an auction downstairs in Ian's shop. That's where I'm at up here in Jackson Hole with Ian Everard at his beautiful downtown shop. Say hello, Ian.
It's beautiful there. He has a beautiful shop and a beautiful area. It's a great place if you want to go to vacation and take in the sights and go by and visit his shop. It's absolutely spectacularly beautiful. That's what suckered me in.
Oh, and the parking is so close to his shop too. There's lots of parking near his shop too.
There's so many beautiful little shops there. It's spectacular.
Yeah, look at that view there. Just this right out of his office there. So
yeah, beautiful.
Oh my word! I know. Look at that.
It's a great place to get out of the heat.
So yeah,
That's wonderful.
definitely come down up here to Jackson Hole, Wyoming, and visit Ian at his shop. Enjoy the scenery and the view.
And you take the cable up to the top of the hill there.
Yeah, there's lots to do. If you love mountain biking, they have they turned the ski resort into a mountain bike resort. It's so much fun to do. Get to go there, and if you want to take some of your family or kids, that's what we did. Really,
That sounds fun.
Oh, it's so fun. Yeah, you don't have to do any work; just ride down. People are extremely good. But anyway, sorry, taking off the spot.
No, yeah, exactly. All right. Well, I think we're gonna wrap this one up here. Appreciate everybody for stopping in. And what was that site that you said, Barry? Say that one more time for people to go
My
check.
website is Zarete, ZARETE.com, and it's like I said, I only have a few pieces. I wish I had known a little bit more. I would have come and shown some of my pieces, been a little better prepared, but that's okay.
No, yeah, appreciate you jumping on with us on a short notice. And yeah, go check out his site and his products. And of course, you guys know Space Miner and Ian Everard of ARK, and of course, you know me, TheBee. And stay tuned. We'll have more coming up here shortly. And appreciate you all for stopping in. And we will catch you all on the next one. Thanks, guys.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you.